this episode on Wisdom Mathematics tutorial on complex numbers. On the board we have a question which says if z1 is equal to 5 brackets cos 30 plus I sin 30 and z2 is 3 brackets cos 40 plus I sin 40, find z1, z2. Now to solve this question, first of all, we should know that z1, z2 here means product of z1 and z2. That is why I asked to multiply these two complex numbers together and get the product. Now the first thing we have to consider is the form in which these complex numbers are expressed. We have this complex number expressed in polar form, and polar form is z equal to r bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the polar form of a complex number, and because our questions they are in polar form, we are going to use the multiplication in polar form to get our answer. Now if we have two complex numbers, this is the format. When we have two complex numbers to multiply, let's say this is z1, this is r1, this is theta 1 and theta 1. That is showing us the first complex number, meaning that this is taken as this first complex number here. Now if we have another complex number z2 equal to r2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. When we have these two complex numbers in polar forms, when we are asked to find the product, we say that z1, z2 is equal to, we multiply the modulus. This r is known as the modulus of a complex number, while this theta is known as the argument of a complex number. Now since each of them has modulus and argument, then we are going to use the modulus and argument to get our product. And how we do it is like this. From the first complex number we get our r1, the second complex number we get our r2, so we multiply r1 by r2. We have cos, here we have theta 1, that is the angle here, plus theta 2. So we multiply the modulus of the first and the second to give us the modulus of our product. Now the angle, that is the argument here, will be the sum of these two arguments. So theta 1 added to theta 2 plus I sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Now this is how our product is going to look like. So we take the modulus here and here, multiply them. Whatever we have here, we serve as the modulus of our product, our answer. Now the argument in the first one and the second one, we add them to give us the argument in our own answer. And the same argument we have here is also what we are going to have here. That is to say that since our complex numbers here to be multiplied are in polar forms, the product also will also be in polar form. And to do that, since we have known this format, let us apply it here. We have that our z1 is this. So our z1 is 5 cos 30 plus I sin 30, and our z2 is equal to 3 cos 40 plus I sin 40. So if we have to follow this procedure, this particular one now, to get our product, we are going to have something like this. We have that z1, z2 is going to be, this is r1, r2, so we are going to say 5 multiplied by 3, 5 multiplied by 3, bracket, cos theta 1 plus theta 2 is theta 1 plus theta 2. Theta 1 is 30, theta 2 is 40. So we have 30 plus 40, then plus I sin the same 30 plus 40. Now we are going to get the product of this and the sum of this, which is going to give us that our z1, z2 is going to be 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, bracket, cos 30 plus 40 is 70, plus I sin 30 plus 40, which is also 70. Now this is the product of z1 and z2. So what we have done is very simple. You get the first complex number, the number here, which is the modulus. This is our R1. The modulus here is our R2. The argument here is our theta 1, the same as this. The argument here is theta 2, the same as this. So the product is very simple. Since our product is also in polar form, we multiply the two R1 and R2 here to give us 5 times 3, which is 15. Then in the argument part, we get the sum of these arguments. So 30 plus 40, which is this, the same goes here. 30 plus 40, which is this. So we have 15 cos 70 plus I sin 70. Thanks.